All right, Republicans promising bigger paychecks and fewer hassles once their massive tax overhaul kicks in. But what can you do to help you cash in once this takes effect?
Yeah, here with the tips you should act on now is certified public accountant and business analyst Dan Geltrude. Thanks for joining us this morning. So look, we're nearing the end of 2017. What do people need to know to do right now as time is running out?
The first thing to do is to make sure that you are maximizing your contributions to your retirement plans. Specifically 401k, because you can have a match from your employer. So you want to make sure that you're putting money away for retirement because it is not taxable for federal purposes. So that's one way of taking down your federal tax obligation.
Yeah. Let's talk about, I mean, the people that are actually getting hit on this thing that the Democrats have really harped on are the people with the SALT deduction. These are California, Illinois, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, blue states, high state taxes. That deduction is going to be capped at $10,000, right? What can people do to minimize the effect of that, at least for the first year, as we have a few days before it takes effect?
Well, the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that you make all of your state income tax payments before the end of the year. Some people will make that fourth quarter payment in January. You want to make sure that you do that in December so you could maximize the deduction for this year. The other thing to consider is making a prepayment on your property taxes.
That's what I was going to ask.
Before the end of the year. So let's say paying your first and second quarter for 2018 in 2017 before that deduction goes away.
So is that really going to be a significant difference in doing that, though? Because actually Steve Doocy on Fox and Friends yesterday was saying that, you know, he went to his local place to try and find out information about that. And he said there was a line of people trying to do the same thing.
Right. Steve and I actually talked about that.
Did?
Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of confusion related to this and what you can do and how much benefit are you going to get. But you have to look at it this way. If you're going to have to pay that tax anyway and you prepay it and you can get a tax benefit that's now that's going to be disappearing down the line, then make the payment.
I called my accountant, and he's in L.A., and I've used him for years, and I asked him, you know, what's this going to do to me? And I gave him all my information, and there's not a straight answer here. And you even said during the commercial break that they don't know, that a lot of the accountants don't know what this is. How can we have a plan and we know all the details now? It's all written out. There's 1,000 pages of it online, and we still not know how it's going to affect a lot of people.
This bill was written very, very quickly. I had been reading it just yesterday. There's a lot of confusing language in there. There were some things I looked at and I said, this can't be right because it doesn't make sense. So what I believe is going to happen is over time, people are going to realize there's things in this law that are just not right, and they're going to need corrective language and corrective action. That's why people don't know.
So if you're confused, you're not alone.
You're not alone.
Even your accountant is confused. That's not a good thing. All right. Well, Dan, thank you so much. And at least it looks like a tax break right now, and it should get the economy stirring up and moving faster. And that's going to be the real gift, I think, to this country.
For most of the middle class, they're going to do okay.
Yeah. Okay. Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. 18 minutes after the hour.